or APIs. So I will talk about why you should use YouTube and why you should use the YouTube APIs.
Wow.
And then we'll do the deep dive into a YouTube ecosystem, the whole developer ecosystem. We'll see the different verticals. We'll see like the all our available APIs and their best use cases in different applications. And we will have keep some time for the question and answers later on. So let's get started. Why to use YouTube? So besides being the besides being like the most popular video sharing platform, actually, did you guys know that YouTube is like the second biggest search engine on the web?
Yes.
1 billion people each month comes to YouTube. 6 billion hours of video is watched each month. I always blame the cat videos. And interestingly, 25% of this traffic comes from mobile. Can we still blame the cats? Why not?
Which one of those is your cat?
So cats these days, you know, they're also creating the mobile traffic. So why should you use YouTube? If you don't have a channel on YouTube, you don't have actually any presence over there. You can easily make videos almost up with no budget. You don't even need to create the video. You can actually share videos and make your channel popular. And what are your goals with using YouTube? Like you can raise awareness, you can raise money, you can actually support your users, and we always say make content before like thinking about the commercials. And what about YouTube APIs? Well, nowadays YouTube APIs actually create the whole YouTube. Like everything you can do on the YouTube, you can actually achieve with YouTube APIs as well. And when your app creates with YouTube APIs, it just creates awesome. So that was the kind of introduction, and today we'll go over the developer ecosystem, what you can actually achieve with YouTube, and we'll see in like different verticals. So we separated the ecosystem into 4. The first part is for the creators, the creation side, and then for the viewers we have like discovery, context side. For the marketers there's analytics and promotion, and for the enterprise we have the content management. So let's start with the creative side. So this is actually an app from South Korea, from Wu Brothers. And what they did is, you know, like always food networks or the food rating, the restaurant ratings, they integrated the video inside it. So when people are out there and they went to like a restaurant, they actually can just, with their smartphone, they can record a video and they can integrate it, they can just put with their comments. So when other people like go to the restaurant, they can actually, or that they are looking for a restaurant reviews, they see like a rich experience, not only like a photo or like the comments, but also there's like a video available. And how did they do that? So they use the data API. Data API is like one of the our main APIs, which actually you can achieve all the metadata information from there. And one of the part of the data API is video upload. Today video uploads are like super easy. That you just create a video insert request with all with the metadata and the media content. And once you insert this, execute this request, your video will be available on YouTube. And I want to demonstrate a little bit of the data API. If I can have some internet here. So. Which one is okay?
There's no point.
Okay, that's good to know. There you go. So this is the API Explorer for all of the Google APIs. The API Explorer is like super helpful. Like if you are like trying to implement a new method or just to see like how it works, you can just go to API Explorer and see the available parameters. Try the method before you implement everything else. You can even authorize it to user, or you can use like the non-authorized request. So I will do like a simple search request, the same thing that you would go to a YouTube website and search for a query. So I will return like the metadata. I will only want like 10 results. And for the query term, I will search for YouTube API. And I want to have returned like videos, because nowadays in search, we call it a unified search. Once you search anything on YouTube, you can have actually videos, you can have channels, you can have playlists. So I'm interested only on the videos. So from data API, I did request. Here's my get request, and on return, I actually get like all the videos, which are like JS tutorial or YouTube API overview, since I already requested for the YouTube API query search there. As a secondary thing, besides like the data API, they also use the Android Player API to play these videos on an Android device. So Android Player API is like super powerful because you don't need to implement every bit of the details. Once you create like this YouTube Player view, from there you can you'll just like implement the callback listeners, and your video player is already available. Another example I want to give out is like for the game. Right now the support of the game is like one of the biggest vertical for us, which if you are like developing any kind of game, people really go to YouTube and before buying any games or before playing it, see other people playing or like seeing other tutorials about the game. And this really powerful for them. And people created like in their app a YouTube upload. So even after you play and you just like see the instant replays, and you can right away click YouTube, share it on YouTube, and all your friends or all other people will be able to see the game. And through the creator, to the game developer, it's really great because like people will put like videos on for the game and make the game more popular. One of the other examples is like what Everplay did. Everplay create a platform, not for only one game, but for all the other game developers. They create a platform to upload all the gameplay to YouTube. And if you not want to do the whole upload scene or like getting the frames out of it, Everplay create a platform which you can actually. What they do is they are using the Unity to get the gameplay, the audio video frames, and from there they use the WebM encoder. They separate the video frames, audio frames, they encode it, and they create a video file. And using the YouTube APIs, they just send it to YouTube, and they let you upload your gameplay to YouTube. So even if you're a game developer, what they do is they create like a platform so that you can just using their APIs or their platform tools to easily upload your gameplay to YouTube. And through all this stuff to be able to upload things or to be able to access the user's account, you'll need to do a sign-in. We are supporting like two different kinds of sign-in. One is OAuth 2, the most known one, and also Google Plus sign-in. This is like a real small example of a Google Plus sign-in, which you just create a Plus client, and all you have to do is like do the connect. And from there you can actually define your scope. YouTube is like one of the known scopes, like it's a read and write scope, or it can be just a read only, or it can be only an upload scope. So how many people are familiar with this picture? Quite a people, almost everyone. So this was like the YouTube live streaming platform. This video was Felix Baumgartner's Stratosphere example. 52 million people watch this live streaming. We had like more than 8 million concurrent viewers at the same time watch live streaming. This was like the YouTube live streaming. And now we also made live streaming available through the APIs as well. So through the APIs, you can actually create the event, you can get the event address, you can play with the event settings, you can actually create the streaming settings. And one of the examples is the Capella. Capella created an easy platform for people to do their live streaming without having like the whole professional setup. So they support things like picture-in-picture or changing the background or even more professional things. And they let you just use their encoder to upload to, your live streaming to YouTube. Another example was the Elgato. Elgato created a box for all the game developers, all the game players to upload their gameplay from any console. So it's a basically HDMI input, and from that input, they have the encoder from the device. They are streaming to YouTube using the YouTube APIs. And what they are doing is through their program, through the app, you can actually just create your event right away. You can create you can select the streaming settings, and you can start streaming your gameplay. Another example with the live streaming app was the XSplit. Elgato was like the hardware box, and XSplit created a software solution for the same thing. That you can actually create you can create an event, set the settings, and you are just going live on YouTube. And for this, they use a live streaming API. What live streaming API is helping you to create your events and manage the event like programmatically. We actually separate the platform into three, that you broadcast the event, your event, the event on the or the video ID on the YouTube side, and the stream is your stream, basically your settings, all your settings that powering this event. So we made it like in a flexible way that you can reuse your settings. You can reuse your stream in different events, in different videos, once you are successful. And if you're a partner, you can even insert coupons, which are actually, you can insert advertisements while you are doing the live streaming. Using the live streaming API is also built on the data API, which is almost similar and like so easy to use. You just create a live event, live broadcast. You create the snippet, the metadata, and once you execute the request, the insert request, you'll actually create that live event, a live broadcast. Another example through the creation vertical, I want to talk about YouTube Direct Lite. So people always ask, like, they're like a platform and they want to solicit videos, they want their users upload videos on their behalf or upload videos onto their channel. So for the privacy reasons, you don't want actually any random person to upload videos into your channel. So we created YouTube Direct Lite for that. What YouTube Direct Lite makes is this user still authorizes on their own account. They upload the videos on their account, but using your playlist in their tag with the YTDL tag, that users able to send the videos through your moderation. With an easy tool, you can see all the people who send videos onto your moderation, and from there, once you click the moderation tool, all these videos are actually going live on your own channel. Maybe it will be like a little more clear once I go through a demo. So we actually open source this, and you can actually just let people upload any video. It's a simple upload widget here. So you can either like select one of your videos, like submit a video or just upload any video or create a webcam. And once I do that, I upload from my account, and I just submit to like someone else, the platform owner's YouTube channel. But I still uploaded the video onto my channel, not to his channel. So from the moderation tool, once I uploaded this, the admin of the site is like a small implementation of it that will see all the pending videos to his approval. So he can easily reject or approve the videos, and once he approves the video, it will be on his own playlist already. Like an easy best use case of this one is like if you want to just show videos onto your channel, and you want users actually create all these videos. You don't want them to like trail like random videos on your channel, so you can put all your playlists into your channel, and once the users like upload all these videos, from the moderation you can just like pick those videos you want, and they will just simply come into your playlist, hence will be on your website or will be on your app. So to create maybe like a mobile reference to it, I also create the Android app for that one. It's also open source under github.com/YouTube, which all our open sources are in the github.com/YouTube actually. It's the YouTube Direct Lite Android project. If you are starting to use if you want to use YouTube APIs on Android, it's a really nice reference app. You can get started. Also, I already built on the YouTube Direct Lite, so you can easily you want to use it in your platform, you can easily customize for on your own needs and share it with your users so that your users can upload videos, can actually send videos for your moderation. So far I went through the creation vertical. So I will go through now the discovery, the context part, for the viewers if you actually want to view videos.
Wouldn't it be amazing if Google could understand that the words that you use when you're doing a search, well, they aren't just words. They refer to real things in the world. That a building is a building, and an animal is an animal, and that they're not just random strings of characters. If we can understand that those words are talking about those real world things, then we could do a better job of getting you just the content that you want off the web.
The way Google is trying to build information about real-world connections is by building a knowledge graph. The knowledge graph is about collecting information about objects in the real world. The object could be a person, could be a book, could be a movie, and many other types of things. For example, for a famous person, we collect relevant data about them, such as their date of birth or how tall they are. We can also connect that person to closely related objects in the knowledge graph.
Let's say you're interested in Renaissance painters, or how about how many women have won the Nobel Prize? By understanding the relationships between things, be it between painters in the Renaissance or women in the Nobel Prize, Google can do a better job of understanding what it is exactly you're searching for.
One of the first
So actually, right now we also available the topics API or the freebase, or maybe like a better known version of the knowledge graph. What knowledge graph is doing rather than just searching to normal query terms, if you want to show videos for people to be like more related to what they really want, so that you can use the knowledge graph to find the real video. Like maybe you are looking for Da Vinci. Are you like looking for the painter Da Vinci, or like the book, or anything else related to it? So if you really want to show the user which is more relevant to the user, you can actually use a topic API to find the real topic and to find the videos. We connect all these YouTube videos to knowledge graph. So to that specific node, you can actually get all the related videos to that specific node on the graph. Interessant was one of the one of the apps that use this platform. What it is, they actually try to give users like the most relevant, interesting videos. And how did they do that is that they use a topics API or the freebase or the knowledge graph. So I explained, I actually showed in the API Explorer earlier how you would like search a query term. So we're searching the YouTube API. But we can just change it like in a slightly way. So we can use the topic explorer, topic API for this one. So rather than just going straight to the YouTube search, we actually went to Freebase or the topics API and get the node, get that ID for that query term. So if from the, let's say we're looking for the football could be American football, or maybe for the Europeans it could be the soccer. So we actually want to see like the real node for the exact thing that we are searching for. And using those ID, we got that ID, and using that ID, we actually, in the search, we put this ID, we specify that topic ID. So we are actually looking for that videos relevant that connected to that node, rather than just a search query. Let me show you like a live demo of this one. So let's say I was like looking for like the Barcelona videos, and Barcelona could be the soccer team, could be this team, could be actually even the basketball team. So when I click, when I actually use the topics API and you pick the topic that is interesting for me, and I got the videos that are actually related to the soccer team rather than the city, or rather than the basketball team, or rather than the other things that associated with the Barcelona. So it's not about only search term anymore, but it's actually the relevant node in the graph. Or I could easily go for the province of Barcelona, or get like the other things on the Barcelona or the city, town, village, and get the videos that are about like the village more than the instead of the soccer team. Actually use the app for people to learn instruments, to learn how to play instruments or to practice. And they use the YouTube videos. And all they do is actually they are just like playing YouTube videos, relevant YouTube videos, that instrument, either in full speed, half speed, or actually they got like the they define the start and end point, so people can practice like only that part. And just using the YouTube videos in a different way, they actually let people learn instruments through their app. And how they use that? They actually use the Iframe API. Iframe player API is like the most useful API, like if you are like embedding any player either on your web or any other mobile platform. It actually creates an iframe and the player is inside the iframe. And all you do is actually putting the video ID, or you can actually put playlists as well. And you can actually create the events, the callback functions. You can define them. So the video is ready, it will fire don't play ready function, or if the state change, or like the user clicks anything. Or you can define another callback functions. Let's see a live demo of it. So I usually use like the JS fiddle to show the JavaScript examples. And here you see we only create like a player in a div. And in the JavaScript part, the only thing we have to define is the on YouTube iframe API ready. Once the iframe is actually, the player API is loaded. So I just create the player, and I define the video ID to show it. So I can, change the player ID and change the height of it, or I can go to YouTube and pick some video. There's ID and plugged ID here. So I can, in my website, I can actually show that video easily. This iframe player. And you can actually use the iframe player on all the mobile devices as well. And going through that, so far we went through the creation part, discovery part, and for the marketers we also had analytics API. So this is one of the examples, the next big sound. They create the platform for people, for the records, or for the artists to figure out like how popular they are on the web, or like through those insights they can estimate like how will their next record will sell, or when is the next time to actually release their next record, or all the insights about their records and so on. So they're actually going through all the social platforms and see like how popular they are, like how are the people are engaging with the content. One of the like the YouTube videos are like really big on for any music sound, and through that they see like the playbacks, how are they played, or how many people are subscribed to their channels, how are they engaging with all the videos or all the channels, so they can create those insights. And you see they are actually seeing the YouTube videos, or they are seeing the engagement. Another example was like the Tubular. Tubular also create an audience analytics that they are going through the channels and they see the engagements, the videos, and their subscriber ratings. And through that, they actually, if you are a channel owner or if you are like managing like few channels, they are letting you like show all this analytics like really easily in a small tool. And they are using both of these examples I so far going through that. They use the analytics API. So just behind getting like just simple statics, if you want to get analytics out of YouTube, you are using the analytics API. There are a few terminology on it, like the dimensions are the criteria to group the data, and there are metrics you are interested in. And you can even filter this data to create your report. So in this example, we in the last two rows here, we see actually we create like an analytics object. In the analytics object, we start a query request, and we want like the channel specific or dimension is like the channel. So we put the channel equals the ID, channel's ID, and we specify the dates we are interested in. Or metrics is the estimated minutes watched. And we want to actually put a set filter. We are just interested in the videos starting with 8B in their IDs. And once we execute, we will actually get all the estimated minutes watched for this kind of videos in the channel that were given. So the last part I want to go through is the enterprise management. What actually YouTube like supports for the enterprises. So Media Studio also created a platform for people who wants to create like Hollywood quality production like videos. And they let you actually go through the videos and edit as you saw, upload to YouTube, and even after uploading, to track it and to do the edits and like after production edits as well. So you can also like subtitles, closed captioning, and change the audio after even editing that. Text Media was another enterprise solution. They actually they want to connect all the food networks into through their experience. So we always say don't try to create YouTube, but try to create an experience that is vertical to YouTube. So rather than just creating all the stuff, they actually create the platform so that all the food network, all the people who are interested in the food actually come to their platform. And they're actually going through like different restaurants, different networks, and find out like the best videos or best experiences on that. Zephyr is like the really interesting one. Actually, I really enjoy. You know, actually, if you are like managing channels, if you are like monetizing your videos on YouTube, you have to do like few stuff. You actually claim your video content. You have to create assets, and you can actually find all the other videos related to your own claimed content. Like if someone is uploading the videos actually claimed by you or related to anything, so you can actually through the content ID you can find all these videos available. You can claim them. Then you can set the monetization options. You can put advertisements on them, or you can see like how the monetization options will be different from the default one. Could be like in different countries, different monetization options could be available. And Zephyr made like a really easy tool. It's almost like a gameplay that for an enterprise, like managing like so many other channels or managing all these like content, they are able to like pick their videos from this tool and change all the monetization settings. And for this, they use the Content ID API. So Content ID API lets you manage your own content owners, upload videos on behalf of all these content owners, claim the content available already on the YouTube, and manage the advertising settings on all this content. There's a small example here that usually, normally you will get like a upload onto your channel. But if you have a content network that actually you are managing few channels, through the Content ID API, you can, through this parameter on behalf ID of content owner, you can actually upload your video on behalf of them onto their own channel. So today we covered 4 different verticals. We first went to the creation. We talked about different upload settings. We saw like the data API. We saw the YouTube Direct Live, which we were soliciting videos. We actually saw the live streaming API from there. Then we saw that on the discovery side, we talked about the knowledge graph, the topics API to find like the best available videos that they are more relevant to you. And on the analytics side, we saw the analytics API to get like